Salutation, darlings. Azorwing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. Last time, we... Oh, we didn't quite stop the War of Natlan, but
I didn't know you were such
sure
a
as hell did try. And, well, given that the skies are clear, if you know, you know. Given that the skies are clear, I can say we did a pretty damn good job. Perhaps not the most perfect. Perhaps there
Catch the wind.
was more that we could do, better that we could do, but for all that we wanted to help, chose to help, did help, we're just one person, and when you're only one person, there's only so many places you can be at any given time. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot, not only in just like what was happening, but also a lot to keep track of. And it took a while. Definitely was one of the longer streams. But hey, sometimes we're here for a short time, sometimes we're here for a long time. Anyway, I tried to start this quest last time before just realizing, no. So I figured, this time, we'll complete it. And then after that, I'm gonna see what's at the top of this cliff. Of course, I could see what's at the top of this cliff now, but someone's birthday's coming up. Can't just ignore them. So, let's see. Also, we the player and the viewer.
Sorry, Nachika's illness has been flaring up recently, so I was up for a few nights. I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. I hope I didn't scare you. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolatl. Please wait a moment.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like? Paimon's heard that it can be pretty bitter. Traveler, could you give it a try first?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of sugar. It won't be bitter.
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now you're a pillar of the Children of Echoes. No, of all Natlan even.
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books I happen to read.
You've been close for quite some time then.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe, but Paimon had no idea you were so close.
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names and how she was a good role model for the rest of us. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into Auntie's workshop to watch and learn.
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you play in the house.
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools in the workshop. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and I didn't have the chance to visit again after that.
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went to the kitchen for the drinks just now?
Because the layout of this place is identical to her old house. Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nachika's bedroom then.
That's right. I remember you used to hunker down in the room to read and draw. But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here, I'm afraid you've already outgrown Nachika's bed.
Yolan seems just like an older sister to Nachika.
That's how Nachika sees Shilonin too. Whenever she's feeling better, she always asks me when her pen pal sister will be coming to visit.
Well, yeah, I'm here now, and even brought a gift as an apology. I'll leave the book here.
You said Nachika asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really, I'm surprised that she even asked you for a present. When she's at home, she'd even ask me for permission to eat some snacks. Maybe I've been too strict with her. She's obviously starting to like her big sister more than her own mother.
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really haven't done enough to deserve the title of Big Sister. Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times. Well, the only thing I have been able to do is to help her find some books.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Shilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. We both know you are far too busy to take care of her. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when I gave up on my work.
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe blames you. We all know that Nachka needs her mother's care.
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And even now, I still have not found the courage to pick up my hammer again. I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone, Shilonen.
Oh.
Ooh, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't be so sad, everyone. Hasn't Nachka gotten better lately?
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nachka is back on her feet, you should get back to work and let me have a vacation. You'll be the one who's busy then, and I'll be sitting at the side drinking chocolatl and cheering you on.
If that day really comes, you can have as much chocolatl as you like.
How did Nechka get so sick?
If you asked me before, I wouldn't have even been able to talk about it. But now that she is gradually recovering, I've also gained some courage to face what happened back then. Nachka's illness actually originates from the Abyss.
Oh?
That night, I was in the tribe, having a discussion over the forging of new ancient names. Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. A horde of monsters from the Abyss suddenly attacked the tribe, so everyone banded together to fight them off. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled that I got back home with some guards from the tribe. But Nachka was gone. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe for 2 or 3 days. In the end, we found Nachka at the bottom of a short cliff. She was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, Nachka had asked if I could forge an ancient name for her. Work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an embercore flower, I would use it as material to forge her an ancient name. Oh, Nachka, my daughter, my Nachka. I was holding her in my arms, but no matter how many times I called her name, she wouldn't open her eyes and look at me. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work, and I was the one who left her home alone. Oh, my daughter, my Nachka. Why do you have to suffer like this?
Whoa, hey! It's okay, right? Nachka's getting better. She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she? Well, Shilonen has even brought her a gift.
Things will get better.
Sorry. I
Sure,
just
she's
can't
heard that a
control
lot.
myself whenever I remember that time. Phew. All right. It's not every day that we get guests. I really shouldn't be crying like this. I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So why don't you stay for dinner tonight? I'll make some shrimp bisque, grilled fish and mint sauce, and tower tacos.
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself out.
Let me flex my cooking skills.
Thank you both, but don't worry. It's just a few dishes. I'll be fine. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up. I can't eat a lot at this age.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no leftovers.
I can promise the plates will be picked clean.
It just occurred to me that Shilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the grilled fish and mint sauce? I remember you don't like picking out fish bones.
Nah, both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, I can just take them out for you. Anyway, for dessert, would you like a cup of grain fruit or chocolate?
Cup of grain fruit!
Chocolate.
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking, but could you do me a favor in the meantime? I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Would you go check by the door and see if they were already here? If so, please bring them in.
Sure.
Come on, Shilonen. Stop lying around. You shouldn't nap before dinner. It'll ruin your appetite.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry about my appetite.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get older, you'll...
All right. I'm getting up.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Shilonen. It isn't far, so it shouldn't take us long.
That kid. That kid. She's just like Nachka.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet. Paimon thought we'd see someone come flying down on a Yunkasaur as soon as we came out.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. They usually come climbing down the cliffs nearby. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
Maybe the delivery person got lost?
I just saw a ghost. Hey, you there. Sorry, but does Tlisoli live around here?
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
I don't see any ingredients.
Ingredients? Are you kidding? I was nearly eaten myself. Never mind that now. Those monsters are still hot on my heels. Please, you've got to help me.
Where are they?
Shilonen, where'd she go? Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out.
That's a bit of an odd group. I fight with so many different teams that
Water jet!
Oh, so sorry.
You've been a naughty boy.
Dodge this.
freaking gnat.
Get her! Go, Barret! No!
Yep.
Dodge this.
Water jet!
You're in for a little shock.
I'm...
Cool it. Dodge this.
I'll race you there!
Blitz.
Cool it. Freeze.
Get her!
I just realized I have a dueling.
for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Bring it! All right, that should be it for the monsters. Yeah, it was easier than I thought. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck. The goods weren't damaged either.
Strange. We didn't see any monsters on the way here.
You must have terrible luck.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods all the time, and I've never been attacked like this before. It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here to clear out any monsters. This area is usually very safe. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone berserk. Even the docile Tepetlosaurs are in a frenzy. Tlisoli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore, so why can't she just move back to the tribe? If she comes back, Nachka will even be able to find some playmates. She's so young and hasn't even, Nachka's playmates. No, wait, I feel like my kids have played with her before. They've even told me about Nachka's favorite game. If I remember right, it was... strange. I always remembered it before. How could I forget all of a sudden?
Look at that. He has a Blaze Gem inscription too.
So luck shouldn't be the problem.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. We'll take the ingredients back for you. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry the rest.
Sure thing.
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go outside.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today having trouble remembering stuff?
And they're all carrying Blaze Gem inscriptions.
Paimon's not sure how to say it, but she's got a strange feeling about this. Like it's all somehow related.
Right, it's like one person forgetting things important to them is one thing. Two people, bit odd, or whatnot.
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually start experiencing strange days like this. Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise, we won't have anything to eat tonight.
Ah yes, my usual rule of is it strange is once it can happen, twice is a coincidence, 3 times and you're starting to get a pattern. By 4 times, like, you should just figure out what's going on. Yes, very angry. I'm just like right around this house. I think I had been ignoring this house in its entirety entirely because of that fight. I just have no interest in fighting the various creatures of Natlan. I mean, who would want to? They're just a bunch of little guys. Absolutely precious. Totally.
Ah, you're finally back. What took you so long? I was starting to worry.
Oh yeah, we ran into some small problems, but everything's fine now.
Alright, as long as everything's okay now. You all have a seat. I'll get the food ready. It won't take long.
Whoa, there's so much tasty food! You're amazing, Tlisoli!
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy. Dig in, everyone.
What would you like to start with, Pi?
Paimon will help herself. Paimon will have some of this, and this. Oh, and this!
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another serving, please?
You're done already? Do you even chew when you're eating?
Of course! Didn't I say that I chew up the fish bones? I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest for Nachka.
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you'd like. Nachka can't eat these dishes anyway. Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things. I'll just make some broth for her.
Oh no, but But Paimon thought she'd already recovered from her illness.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor said the fact that she's stable is already quite a miracle. But it's okay. Nechka can talk to me now and can even hold my hand. That's more than I could ask for. Even if she will never again know that I am her mother.
What do you mean?
The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechka's soul. She's lost all her memories from before she was injured. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something. Rather, she can no longer remember anything from before that fateful day.
Huh? But how does that happen?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Night Wind use to record things, right? Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. As long as you repaint and weave the threads again, the faded memories will come back to life. But the case of Nechka's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two, and the portion of the past was burnt to ashes. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss, and can never be retrieved again. As one example of that, Nechka now only sees me as a strange, unfamiliar auntie who claims to be her mother. She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much, so she still calls me Mom. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like, where is her real mother? Why is she stuck here in this house? Was she abandoned? Nechka really has no idea that her real mother is right in front of her, and has never left.
So you plan on recreating Nechka's woven scroll all by yourself?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago?
Blaze gem inscription.
The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so I asked to borrow it from him. Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These things aren't cheap, after all.
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly became popular among the tribe. It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze Gem inscriptions had varying degrees of memory loss. Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you?
Everyone's memory loss had something to do with Nechka.
Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, this inscription contains a phlogiston engraving with a truly overkill level of complexity. The shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical to that of an ancient name. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much qualify this Blaze Gem inscription as a bona fide ancient name. And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem inscriptions that can be activated at any time. Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Shilonin. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechka and restore all her memories. It's actually quite simple. I want to forge an ancient name for Nechka that contains all of her past memories.
You're going to make an ancient name for Nechka, but ancient names must be approved by the YAB.
And the reason they must be approved by the YAB is because the memories they bear are all stored within the ley lines. Extracting those memories from the ley lines requires the YAB's assistance. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of that, right, Auntie? Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use the inscriptions to form a massive memory bank for Nechka. And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract corresponding memories from the memory bank.
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because the Blaze Gem inscriptions took away any memories related to Nechka?
Even though Nechka has forgotten her own path, her life was still witnessed by other people.
Using other people's memories of Nechka to reconstruct her past? This is the first time I've heard of such an idea.
You've seen through my plans, Shilonin. You're as outstanding as ever. far more brilliant than me. I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechka and allow her to regain her past again.
But wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the person carrying the Blaze Gem inscription?
Not at all. Every time a Blaze Gem inscription extracts memories, the process is under my precise control. That way, there's no chance of anyone in the tribe getting hurt. This is the central inscription that controls all the other Blaze Gem inscriptions, which will also soon serve as Nechka's ancient name.
You made all of this yourself, Tlusoli?
Even though it's not an official ancient name, that's still a lot to do on your own.
Yes, it was lots and lots of work. It was truly exhausting. Or perhaps I've just grown old. You saw it yourself. I nearly fainted just from being in the sun. I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechka's ancient name is still far from completion. I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know how to connect Nechka up to this central inscription.
I thought you just modify your own ancient name.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything to do with my ancient name. It's of no help to me, and I don't need its help now.
You know the price to pay for making something like this.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get my Nechka back, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Otherwise, Nechka won't have any chance of reclaiming her past once I'm dead and gone. She won't remember me, and she won't even remember why her name is Nechka. When that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone, unknowing of where she came from or where she should go. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechka name. Whether it be as her mother or as a name engraver, I can't simply stand by and let her name disappear.
Shilonin?
Let her think about this for a moment.
I'll take the central inscription with me. I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its components and uses, and I won't make any promises until I've checked everything. Say goodnight to Nechka for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the Traveler in Paimon. Let me fetch them for you.
Hmm?
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish them.
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechka before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just ordinary gifts. Please, take them.
Hmm?
What was that noise?
Nechka must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Sorry, I'll go check on her first. Nechka, don't try to get out of bed. Just tell Mom if you need anything.
You go ahead and take care of Nechka, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few things I want to tell you.
Well, that was a lot.
Let's head back to the tribe first. There are some things I need to get from my workshop. Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy.
Anywho, what I thought the mystery was that, like, whatever illness Nechka was under was less illness and more, you know, magic. So I thought, like, yes, whatever it's targeting, whatever magic, like, dark magic was attacking the child was just, like, also just attacking people's memory of her. Which apparently was not up. Oh, there you go. One cookie. Nice. But yes. I'm sure there was a thought there. It just floated away.
You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy, so Unfortunately, I won't be able to show you around.
Aww. A mess is what I like best.
Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's not the mess that's really the problem. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, files, and even ancient texts I got from the Masters of the Nightwind. Everything's piled up to the ceiling. You probably won't know where to step once you're inside. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, I suppose it was my fault for being so focused on searching for information at the time that I forgot to lock the door. After entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she turned around and knocked over a huge stack of forging blueprints. She tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashing down right onto her head.
Was she okay?
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire set of the history of the Children of Echoes was about to bury her. I then dragged her up to the second floor. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in whenever she comes to see me.
Are there really that many books inside?
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be weapons and armor hanging all over the place. But it seems more like a library than a workshop.
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. Aside from the necessary craftsmanship, I also need to consult many ancient texts. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit, behind which are countless related stories to support it.
Oh.
In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation of a certain spiritual will. And as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, I'm not only trying to give it a physical shape, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit contained within the name. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible and read through them all. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot of extraneous details for stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered. I must gather other related stories and information as cross-references. This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated details and restore the person's life to its true nature. Only in true stories can you find the authentic spirit. And this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that matches its essence.
Okay.
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details, Paimon can't help but think that ancient names are really powerful.
If only they could be even more powerful.
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a blade or allow you to smash through an entire cliff in one punch. It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. It doesn't have those kinds of physically tangible effects.
Wisdom and guidance from beyond.
Well, take your own names, for example. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person had already prepared a blessing for you. And that person then condensed this blessing into your name and gave it to you as a gift. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past, but it will always stay with you and move with you in the future. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. Well, that's what Auntie once told me. And with this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future. To put it another way, it's like having a lamp in your hand as you walk through the darkness of night.
Oh, Paimon gets that. If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, it's easy to get scared and tired quickly. But if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And, well, you might still get tired, but it'll still be a whole lot better than walking alone. The Traveler always has Paimon by her side, though, so she'll never have to worry about that. Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes, Traveler.
Please, you're always one to get tired when we're on the road.
Paimon's always flying. Of course it gets tiring. off topic. We can talk about that later.
Try not to fall. At least try not to eat so much.
Anyway, this is what Plisoli told me when I was training as a name engraver. And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what she said at most. I've never been able to figure out the rest.
But doesn't that mean you basically don't get it?
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least come to a consensus on the most important thing. You know what? I am sick of talking. We can talk about all of this later. Please, wait a moment while I grab my things.
Yon opens the door and walks into the workshop. Some unsettling crashing sounds come from the workshop, followed by some agonizing creaks and squeaks. When she leaves, the only rushes out the door with the box in her arm. She then turns around and kicks the door closed, shutting the sound of dusty books falling to the ground inside. That is...
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse in there just now?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient name records. I've already made copies of them. I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy to take out. I had to resort to brute force. Come on, let's go disassemble the central inscription. It shouldn't take long.
Alright, I also have these. And I know, if I remember correctly, where two of the doors are.
Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw this inscription down the cliff?
We're disassembling it, not destroying it, Pi.
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. That will allow me to investigate the internals of the central inscription.
Okay.
Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still an apprentice the last time I used it. Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, we always use this to draw out the engraving diagram on a cliff or open ground.
Oh?
Only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engravings can we start formally working on the small internal engravings of the ancient name. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing. I really don't want to engrave such a large diagram with my bare hands.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside without ruining Tlasoli's inscription?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, I'd just take it apart and pour phlogiston into the internal engravings to see everything. But since it's a central inscription, it would be better not to destroy the blessing that Auntie has prepared for Nechka.
So, Shilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names, or the other 80% you don't understand?
There's an 80% chance that it's part of the 20. There's an 80% chance that's part of the 20%.
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share an understanding of the most important principle.
Which is?
Which is, names are intrinsically valuable. Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. They allow the world to become more orderly and identifiable.
I mean, yeah?
For example, when I order ore, I would usually say I need volcanic crystals of about 35% purity and no more than 3% of impurities. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names, the work would be impossible.
Makes sense. So you're talking about it from a technical perspective.
Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost a technical job. There's no debating that. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, you'll gradually understand it as you put the process into practice.
Okay. You really care about efficiency above all else. Oh, hold on.
After all, creating an ancient name is quite the complicated process. Well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient names, I'm assigning nicknames to the heroes in Natlan's history. Giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to express your hopes and wishes for them.
Right.
But giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. To come up with a fitting and accurate nickname requires much thought and observation.
Okay.
If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, no one will remember them anyway. So the best I can do is gather all the information I could and try to come up with the most fitting nicknames possible.
Okay. Makes a little bit more sense.
Even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself, such mistakes would be considered a major blunder.
Paimon, nicknames are your specialty. See, but your nicknames need more thought and observation, Pai.
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Shilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's nicknames have been very descriptive. Everyone can remember them.
Phew, now I'm curious. Why don't you, come up with one for me?
Are you serious?
Of course. This is also my line of work, you know. Go ahead.
A nickname? Shilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make names for others.
Don't overstress, Pai.
Smith?
Yeah, not bad, not bad. And quite fitting, too. I'll remember it. But, you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Maybe you'll come up with an even better nickname. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Watch closely. Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. Stop. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. And there. That should complete the flow.
Cool.
Amazing, Shilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Is that the power of the Children of Echoes?
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe. It's just the phlogiston adhesive I have on my shoes. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. I should prepare a spare supply of phlogiston to bring with me next time.
Don't tell me you're actually already covered head to toe in work equipment.
More or less, yeah. I usually have at least the key equipment on hand. I can show them to you when we next find the time, but let's get to work first.
Oh my gosh.
Let me see. Start with Anchor 1 and activate it with Density 3 phlogiston.
Whoa! A super huge diagram just appeared! Tlasoli's central inscription is even floating!
After some time, the last civilization ceased and the central inscription returned to Zeolin's hands.
So are you done checking the inscription, Shilonen? How does it look?
I didn't find any anomalies in the Flichist engraving. All the adjustments are indeed based on ancient name engraving techniques.
So you're saying that everything's normal?
That means we can help Tlisoli and Nichka now, right?
Well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but I'm also just going to go ahead and share both, so it's not like you'll have a choice in the matter.
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
Well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. But, before we get to that, I want to ask the Traveler a question.
Sure, what's up?
What are your thoughts on absorbing memories?
Oh boy. I get it. But at the same time, just like, she's so young. At least the impression I've gotten is that she's... Honestly, how old is Nechka? Like, if she's like 15, 16, then okay, I can see why that'd be more important. But if she's like 5 to like 10, I'm like... Yeah, those are some big memories, but also like... You can... It just doesn't seem right.
I knew you felt the same way, and that'll save me some initial explanation. I've never been very good at that anyway. It's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription has the power to do far more than absorb memories related to a single person. By herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but if she has accomplices, it is completely possible for her to use this inscription to accomplish far bigger things.
Accomplices? You make it sound like she's committing a crime!
She's stealing people's memories, Pi.
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this Blaze Gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any accomplices or signs that she intends to put it to such uses. From a purely objective standpoint, we can consider that possibility as yet to be confirmed for now. The bad news is, there's still an underlying problem with this Blaze Gem inscription that cannot be ignored. I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate with the help of the Wyab, granting them the power to read information kept in the ley lines. In this process, the Wyab actually function like relays, helping the ancient name bearer sense the information from within the ley lines. If you remove the Wyab from the process and don't use any tools, then finding a specific story is akin to trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river.
So before you're even able to retrieve the sand, he'd most likely drown.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose most of their cognitive function or become a babbling madman who talks to themselves all day long. Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the ley line, and Nichka as the only ancient name bearer of this ley line. There's no way Auntie would let Nichka plunge into the river of memories without any tools. She'd only be overwhelmed by the surge of memories. And considering that Nichka has forgotten all of her past, she'll be unable to work on her own to accurately find the correct past. Only Aunt Tlisoli can help her filter the correct memories of her past. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself into Nichka's Wyab to help her extract the corresponding memories in the different situations she may face. In an ideal world, this would be perfectly fine, as long as every extracted memory is correct. Nichka would essentially be getting her past back. And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes in everything that Auntie remembers about Nichka. But Auntie is not a Wyab. Her body won't be able to handle the load for long.
So at any moment, she might just... I see. It's a problem that we can't ignore.
How can we solve this problem?
she's ready to pay the price.
Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. I've also made up my mind. Come on, let's go see Auntie.
Also, hold on, before I continue onward. Is it just there? It is. It's just there now. Cool. Okay, dog's whining. He wants outside again. Here's a view. Here's Akaya. I'll be right back.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
The sun seems to have gone down. Has the moon risen? Technically, but not in a way that we can see it.
Ah, Shilonen. It looks like you've made your decision. Am I right?
Yes, here's some research that I've done. You can reference it to modify the way the central inscription operates. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but I must have complete control over all the inscriptions and the ability to oversee their uses. The memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nichika's past. We'll plan a set time frame together from which the memories can be drawn from shortly. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act and halt all work related to the central inscription. After the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscription's absorption functions must be stopped immediately. Only functionalities for outputting memories will be kept.
I accept. Thank you, Shilonen. I really...
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you needed my help, you should have just said so. There's no need to beat around the bush like you did.
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission is no trivial matter.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing compared to a child who needs help, compared to a name that's about to be lost. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see Pakal and discuss everything that happened.
That's fine. I'm willing to accept any punishment
Cat?
for my little Nachka.
Almost singed yourself on a candle.
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan.
Stupid cat.
I need some time to consider how to let Nachka control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own and extract the memories from her past. Oh, by the way, did you give the book to Nachka?
How could I just hand her a birthday present that you specially brought for her? I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it to her. It'll be a nice surprise.
And another cat. Hello, Fleur. Fleur is like, there's something up there. Yes, it's a candle. I know. Yes, it's very dangerous. I yelled at Onyx for it.
No, it's just an old book. There's no need to...
Uh-huh.
Oh, is Nechka up again? But what was all that noise? It sounded like something broke.
Maybe she knocked Onyx? You bugger, this is not for you. Shoo. Fleur, come on, up you go. Oh my god, cat. Oh my god. Not here. Excuse me a moment. I have to make sure I stop Cat from catching on fire. So obnoxious. This cat specifically. She knocked something over.
Oh, what if something fell on her? We should check. Paimon will go have a look.
Nachka, don't hurt yourself.
Alright.
Shilonen, is that you? You're Nechka?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your own. You were running a fever yesterday.
Hello, Nachka.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it several times. You've already read it? But didn't Tlasoli package up the book that Shilonen brought?
No, she's all mixed up. The one she read isn't from Shilonen. It's one I bought for her before. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I know nothing about these kinds of books, so I had no choice but to go to the tribe and look for a copy. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her room once I got back. Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever. I was so busy taking care of her that I forgot about the book and even forgot that she had asked you for a gift.
Auntie, do you know which version of the book you bought?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending to the story. Apparently that's the only one you can find on the market now. Ugh. It's all my fault. You wasted your money, and now it won't even be a surprise.
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book. As long as Nachka enjoys it, that's what matters.
Oh, right. Nechka probably doesn't know us. You're Paimon and Miss Traveler. Mom told me about you. Oh, seems like everyone knows who we are now.
No need to introduce ourselves anymore, so hello, Nechka.
Yeah, Nachka seems to be doing pretty well today. Since she's been stuck indoors for the last few days, why don't we take her out for a walk?
Seems the fever's gone.
Take her for a walk. But considering her condition, I don't think she...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with the Traveler and me. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to find the doctor immediately. Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to the tribe to buy some things. Let's give her a proper celebration. What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more fresh air?
Alright. As you wish. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. We can go together. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nachika's water bottle and some towels. Some medicine. Oh, and a parasol.
Talk about being prepared.
You can camp out with all this stuff.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go. Please be good now, Nachika. Don't cause any trouble for Shilonen and the others.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nachika. Feel free to tell us anything. And even I was quite a handful for Auntie when I was little.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play, so just have fun. Everything will be fine.
If you don't stir up some trouble when you're little, then you'll never get the chance again.
Okay, thanks everyone. And please don't worry, Mom. I'll be good.
Let's go look for Iknal. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her today.
Music in here is very peaceful. No, it just gives me like a bit of an undertone of hesitance. Look at minerals, it looks like there's no way to gain entry.
Tosoli, what brings you to the tribe today? Oh, and Nichka too! Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out and about. I'm sure it won't be long before she'll be playing with Chanil and the others.
I hope so. Here, Iknal. This is your inscription. I've finished repairing it.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I came across a piece of good quality ore a while ago. I was thinking of using it to make some pretty jewelry for little Nachika. I remember that Nachika would become so happy every time she saw a shiny ring. Right, Nachika?
I'm sure she'd love that. Thank you.
My pleasure. Give me a moment. I'll bring the ore.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her. What kind would you like, Nachika?
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before to make her an ancient name with an embercore flower design.
Noted. I'll make that as a gift for her next birthday. Sorry, Nachika. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you, Shilonen.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. Here, please take it. By the way, Nachika, feel free to write to me if you ever want to know more about ores. Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue asking for a volcanic crystal.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she's started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so she begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the tribe about all sorts of things.
That's how you know she's one of the children of Echoes. It's normal for us to be interested in ore.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new version of To Kill the Brave when he was about to save his brother Remak. According to the story, we should be right around... let Paimon see... To Kill prayed to the goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever live on! I am willing to sacrifice my heart and blood in return! The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother is no longer your kin. His name has sunken into the deepest of depths.
Then Tequil said, turn my blood to fire so my heart may illuminate the depths. I will bring my brother back before my blood runs dry.
Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nechka? Paimon remembers that's exactly what the book... huh? Wait, what did the book say?
You forgot, but didn't you just read it, Pi?
Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is nearly the same, so it's easy to get mixed up. But the ending in the older version is more interesting, even if it's hard for kids to, well, completely understand. Oh, wait! Nechka hasn't read the other ending. It's okay, just wait a bit and Paimon will read it out for you.
That's not true. Actually, I already know the other ending.
Oh?
You already know the other ending? But didn't you only read the edition your mom got for you?
Hey, what are you all chatting about so happily?
Huh? Mom, Miss Traveler and I were just talking about the ending of that book. We were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely. It's a really happy ending.
It's not the other ending she was talking about.
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, then what will Mom have to read to you at bedtime? Guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
So, how's the ore?
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nechka a beautiful and durable piece of jewelry for her next birthday. But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating her upcoming birthday. Where are we headed to next, Auntie?
Next, let's visit Apaish. He should be close by. Stay close, Nechka. Don't go too far.
Yes, Mom.
I wonder if Nechka even actually did lose her memories, or if she was...
Failure is just a step on the path to glory.
It sure is, buddy. Anywho, quick headcanon for what's going on. Like, I have no idea how this will turn out, but my headcanon is Nechka never actually lost her memory. Or maybe she did and it came back, but like her mother is so intense and just like, no, this is exactly how you be the perfect version of Nechka. That she's just like helicopter parent, essentially. Like, she cares about her idea of
twitching today. Strange.
her child.
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apaish.
I didn't expect to have 2 name engravers coming in today. Welcome. What are you looking to buy, Tlazoli? I'll give you a discount like usual.
Oh, offering a discount just like that? Tlasoli sure has connections.
She was once our name engraver and did a lot for the tribe. It's only fair that I offer her a discount.
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished repairing your Blasium inscription. Here, have a look. Come on, Nechka, say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechka. Tlazoli has shown me some pictures before. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this? Go ahead and pick anything you'd like from the store. Think of it as a gift from me.
No, that's all right. Mom told me that you've already given a lot to our family.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never given anything just for you. If you don't feel like it, you can also let your mom choose for you.
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. Go ahead and pick something for Nechka. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements of each part are exact, and they're always very durable. I always come here to buy things if I find myself in a pinch. Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors? I remember seeing a few different styles.
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back. Let me bring some out for you to pick.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose there? It should only take a moment.
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't you just go yourself and...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't come and help me choose, I won't be able to pick one that Nachka would like. Come on, Auntie. It'll only take a moment.
And she's getting her out of the way for
There goes
us.
Shalone and dragging Tlasoli off to buy more stuff. Oh, what a busy day.
Let's just wait for them here.
I won't run off. Paimon, who's your favorite character in To Kill the Brave?
Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. He went through a lot to rescue his family. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and fought as best as he could.
He's a brave character. I admire his courage.
What about you, Nichka? Which character do you like?
I like Remok.
Kinda figured.
Oh, the one who was possessed by Kuatlikwe, but never forgot his brother Tequila. He was also an amazing character. If it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Kuatlikwe in the final battle.
Oh, you remember all the details, Pi. Seems like you were really immersed in the story.
Of course! A story's only interesting if you can really get immersed in it. Hey, Nachka, why don't we play pretend? You can be Rima, and Paimon will be Tequila, okay?
You just like reciting epic lines.
Miss Traveler, can I play the role of Kuatlikwe?
But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Remok and took on his appearance.
You said it yourself, that's the old version.
Ah, right. She read the version with a happy ending. And that one, Kuatlikwe was defeated and the brothers both survived. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite lines, Nachka. Paimon's read both versions, so she'll be able to play along.
My favorite line is the one from the end. It's...
Come here, Nachka. Look at you. You're sweating.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child. You forget everything as soon as you start playing.
We've picked something up for Nachka. A Paishpalan will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up. How was Nachka?
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part.
Leon, did you leave with Nichka on purpose? So we could talk with her alone?
Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Shilonen has dragged Tlasoli away from us a couple of times now. But why?
Nichka has a strange look on her face. Seems like she has something to say.
Let's talk later. Just trust me and act normal for now. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nachka be in the heat for too long.
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back home.
Toot toot.
I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it so it shouldn't fall apart so easily now.
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal? Was it usable?
Yes, thanks for that.
You're welcome. I just want to see Nachka get better.
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly, you're both too polite for your own good.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices, then.
Oh, Shilonen.
We already know what's going on.
We're all doing our best for Nichka.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. We'd be in real trouble if Bakal ever got wind of it. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have noticeably decreased. The last time Bakal came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore to research new styles of jewelry. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein and wanted to extract some new gems from it. Sorry. I've been talking my head off. Please, come in and have a seat.
Sure, we can sit for a moment, but
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember to stay in the shade as much as you can.
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked at Natlan's jewelry very closely yet.
I'll have to. If the price is good, we could buy you a whole set.
Really? Then Paimon's gonna take a good look at what they have.
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Let's see if we can do it again. Let's keep talking with Nichka.
Come on, Nichka! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out.
Miss Traveler?
come here, Nachka.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Shilonen, but it's already getting late. We should be heading back now. It'll be Nachka's birthday in a few days, and there's still a lot for us to do before then.
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful jewelry to celebrate.
Mom,
You're getting hot again. Here, Mom will carry you. Let's get going. You forget to take care of yourself once you start playing. Let's go back and we'll have a talk.
I didn't.
Nachka, I never taught you to lie.
Sorry, Mom.
Nichka's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right. What should we do?
Just wait. Let's see what Jiolin says.
No, Nachka was having so much fun today that she forgot the time. It's not a big deal. Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have to recover if you carried her the whole way.
No, it's fine. I'll carry her. Let's go, Nachka. It's time to go home.
Klein drop and leaves the tribe. She's serving somewhat by the time.
Thank you, everyone, for spending so much time with us today. Please be sure to come to Nachka's birthday party.
We'll be there. I hope she continues to
All right.
feel better.
It's nearly bedtime for Nachka, so let's part our ways here.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book, that copy of To Kill the Brave I brought. I went to a lot of trouble to find it.
I understand. Really, do you think I'd let your efforts go to waste?
Yes.
It's very special to receive a book from you. I'm sure she'll put it somewhere safe. Right, Nachka?
Yeah. Thanks, Shilonen.
Oh, put it somewhere? Isn't she going to read it?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already. She's even memorized nearly every line.
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nachka's probably never heard this version of To Kill the Brave.
Oh. What's different about this version?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is different from the one that you bought her. The one I gave her is the unedited version that was originally published. It was released long before Nachka fell ill.
Oh, but I remember you were never very interested in fairy tales, Shilonen.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nachka's illness is true, she shouldn't be able to remember anything about her past before her illness. So, the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the past that she should have forgotten. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story, then she shouldn't possibly know the ending, right?
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this book? Even if she does remember the ending, what does that prove? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and read the first edition of the story.
Oh, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does remember things that have happened recently. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe and see if anyone remembers Nechka reading the book. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just ask Nechka where she'd read it.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that their memories...
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe's current memories? I was very clear that I would consider that a crime and would stop all work on it.
There must be a few more books at home. I
do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit.
I beg your pardon?
Nechka, where did you read that book? Answer me.
Go home, Nechka. Are you disobeying me?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nechka. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nechka. Right here, right now.
Remember my name, brother. As long as you remember me, I will never have left.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending. Nechka remembers it.
I know everything. Shalonen, help me, please! Something's blocking the door!
Get back!
God damn. Like, I know, but also, goddamn. But also, goddamn.
Shalonen, wait for us!
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa. What are all those things on Nechka's walls?
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here.
God damn. What the hell? Where'd they go
If
though?
she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place she could go. Come on, follow me.
They're like double layered. God damn. Started out with a goddamn, ended up with an old man.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
All right, let's finish this fast. Out of the way or get blown away.
Dodge this! Freeze! This moment will be frozen in time.
Out of the way or get blown away.
That was quick.
Out of the way! Or get blown!
Blitz.
Cool it! Freeze!
That was quick.
Bring it!
Watch this!
Dodge this! Cool it!
Come a little closer.
Go, Baron Bunny!
Out of the way, or get blown
Almost missed that. Just blended in so well. Oh. Do not take a dive in there, girly.
Bring it.
Let's finish this fast. Let the mountains stay spoiled. Out of the way or get blown away.
Dodge this! Cool it!
out of the way!
You're in for a little shock.
That was quick.
Dodge this!
Get him! Go, Baron!
Stick around!
Go!
Cool it!
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
All right.
Surrendering.
That's cheating! No one escapes my sights! Get him!
Letting brave names echo.
Don't get frostbite!
Water jet!
Freeze! Dodge this!
Blitz.
Bring it.
Yes, you are.
The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside.
So, if I had to guess, well, I'm mildly glad that I was right on the money about the
All right, let's keep going.
thoughts I had about where the plot was. It's me looking at the situation. It seems to be a situation then. This is very specific. Situation. Me afterwards. God damn it. Well, you know, maybe if you didn't take away control. You know, stop me and just have me.
Bring it!
You got here quick. Impressive.
Nechka's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, I've only been trying to save my daughter.
You're a terrible parent.
Even though she's not my daughter yet. But once everything is over, she will really become my Nechka.
What is she saying? Is she not Nechka?
Infusing memories, forgetting the past.
So you figured it out. I want to use memories to awaken my Nechka. She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark and cold. I'm the one who made her stay there alone, so I must bring her back. Don't worry, Nechka. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
So, is Nechka already dead?
I'm afraid so.
Then, who's that girl lying up there?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that of my Nechka. I raised her and took care of her for many years.
Damn it, Cat.
I thought that taking her in would help me feel better. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very, very scared. Is she really my child? My child's name is Nechka. It could only be Nechka.
Oh, this lady's crazy.
How could I be happy? My little Nechka is still waiting for me to get her home. As I said, I only want to bring Nechka back, even if it costs me everything. And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name, it's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechka's ancient name. Shilonin, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscriptions around you. It's no use. I've already set up the Blaze Gem inscriptions, and the engraving diagram has already begun to run. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, the central inscription will finally become Nechka's ancient name. After Nechka returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
Let her go.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
Nechka's already dead. We can't let her harm an innocent child.
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate. So on my mark.
Don't worry, Nechka. Don't worry. Mom is here.
3.
Mom will always be with you. I'll never forget you.
2.
Wake up, Nechka. Now. Please, wake up.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechka.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechka, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Her own.
Sully, you're the one who twisted Nechka's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse. In ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechka. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old births the new, as flowers shield the roots, so life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met. You're Nechka? Yes, but I still don't know your name. My name's Nepeka. It really suits you. Nepeka, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
I saw Nechka and was speaking with her, but now, where? Where did she go? Nechka? Nechka? Where are you? Answer, Mommy. Please. Please. Shilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little Nechka. I felt her hands and hugged her. I was right. I was right. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart the ritual again. Alright, I'll start it again and Nechka will...
Have you still not come to your senses, Auntie?
What senses? I was not wrong. Nothing about what happened was wrong. She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows how to throw a tantrum. But I understand. I can accept that.
Enough, Tlisoli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real Nechka at all. You collected memories of Nechka from countless people, but you forgot one thing. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but also countless emotions. Didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing Nechka's condition? When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helplessness in her eyes, when they sensed her body growing colder and colder, what could they feel but abject pain and sorrow?
I took those emotions.
You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions and solidified them as a piece of her past. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechka in her sickly state. What the real Nechka wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this. All I wanted was to remember Nechka, to see her again.
Nechka has always been with you, Auntie. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said was useless. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving your daughter. That is undeniable. But have you forgotten the true meaning of your own ancient name?
My ancient name is Undugu.
Kinship.
The immovable love between you and Nechka has already been recorded in your ancient name, but you chose to ignore that. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechka her name, her first blessing. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child captive, and you've imprisoned yourself.
Nechka is everything to me. Without her, I can't see any future for me. And as for blessings, what blessings have I had since the day she passed? I see her in my dreams every day, grasping my hand, telling me she's in pain, asking me to hold her. But I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. All I can do is shout her name over and over again until I wake up. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, and ancient names too. Who knows? Maybe hate would have been the only thing left to her too.
You think Nechka would have come to hate you? Auntie, do you still remember the last words Nechka ever said to you? Do you remember what her final words really were? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, you've been wallowing in memories of your imagination and refused to let go of them. A name without a past is nothing but a withered tree with no roots, rotting without a future. It's over, Auntie. It's all over now.
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, on second thought, this might not be the best place to rest. Shilon and Nechka, Napecha can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Let me help you.
Thank you, Paimon and Miss Traveler. I'm fine, really. The real Nechka helped me just now, so it doesn't hurt much anymore.
That's good. If you became Nechka, then this story would really become the To Kill the Brave. This isn't the place to chat. Come on, let's get out of here.
But what about Tlasoli?
Oh, don't worry. She won't be able to cause any more trouble now.
It's all over. You leave the workshop. Once outside, Yolan asks that you go complain Nechka. Afterwards, it says Oli alone.
All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the tribe shortly to be punished for what she did. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that, I'm completely out of energy.
She's already planned out everything. Shilonen sure doesn't waste time. It's still so scary to imagine. Tlasoli wanted to turn her adopted child into Nechka, and she even nearly succeeded.
Good thing we found out in time.
Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments, she went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nepeka's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have noticed Auntie's plan so easily.
You're so brave, Nepeka.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could think of. I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but they were all either quickly whisked away by Tlasoli or simply refused to believe me. Even if I told them everything, Tlasoli would just blame my illness to cover it up. All she had to do was start to cry, and then the guest would try to comfort her, but completely forget about me. She would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me to drink some strange medicine. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and the walls around me would start talking. I would be so scared every day. If I wasn't able to get your help this time, I might have just given up.
Oh, it's all in the past now.
You have us now, Nepeka. If anyone dares to hurt you again, the Traveler and Shilonen will send them flying!
Yeah. Sorry, I just can't help it.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Shilonen for help. Oh, you definitely found the right person. Shilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able to pick up on the details. Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to communicate that she needed help.
Poor kid.
Tlasoli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would probably have just kept Nepeka locked up in her room again.
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlasoli even get the confidence to try this scheme? When Nechka was alive, surely many tribe members would have tried to help her. Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepeka wasn't Nechka?
She must have been using the Blaze Gem inscriptions for a very long time.
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechka's past, but also actively erase people's memories of Nechka. It's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall that has been painted before, then first you must remove the old painting. It's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central inscription.
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon, she would have thrown that thing away the first chance she had!
Well, you can uncover the truth without taking some risks, right? If I hadn't disassembled the inscription myself, I would have never realized her actual motives.
So you suspected her from the very beginning?
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. How could I have seen her as a villain from the start? The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, and it was just our luck that the worst-case scenario actually happened. But now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child, even if that wasn't our original intention. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other enough by now. Everything is finally over, and Nepeka can finally be herself.
So, what should I do now, Shilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up anymore.
But I don't know what I can do. Everything I know is about Nechka. What she'd like to eat, which flowers she enjoyed, how she acted and spoke. I'm not her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Shilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, plenty young. Go out and discover new flowers and find the ones that you like.
Oh, don't worry, Nepeka. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't working anymore. No one will force you to be somebody else again.
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides my name. What if I never remember my life and lose all of my past? I'm scared, Shalonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepeka. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlasoli's collection and made this as a mold.
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them too?
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. Take it. I've engraved your name, Nepeka, on the top. This is your first blessing, the one you received from a pair of people who loved you with all their hearts. It has always protected you and stood over you. For all of past, present, and future, it's never strayed far.
But I don't even remember the names of my parents. I don't remember anything.
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will return to normal. I'm not sure what kind of future you will face. I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, your name will never fade. This is a blessing given to you by a name engraver. You'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling sprouts upward and becomes a healthy tree, or as birds spread their wings to fly high into the sky. Your name is your starting point, as well as your guide. Remember your name and everything you've experienced, and you'll know how to step into your future.
I'll do my best.
You can do it, Nepeka!
We'll always be with you.
Thank you all. Shalonen, Paimon, and Miss Traveler.
If you really can't come up with what to do, don't worry. Just relax and take it easy. We're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can always go to the elders and look up your history. And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed.
So you do have a backup plan. Do you?
Oh, I don't know if the plan will work. I'm not even sure who I should look for. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies so heavily on luck, we should just focus on ourselves. Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlasoli back to the tribe first. Oh, come with me, Nepeka. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot that we haven't even had dinner yet. What would you like to eat?
Huh? Oh, anything. I'm not picky.
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepeka.
Happy birthday, Nepeka. Okay, the next day. I always prefer sunset, but okay. Sunrise is good too.
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. I was just about to go have a rest.
So what about Tizoli? Will she be punished?
Well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many have ever used ancient names to commit a crime. Pakal will have a lot on his plate.
No kidding.
What I do know is that Tlisoli's workshop will be closed permanently, and any remaining incomplete Blaze Gem inscriptions will be completely destroyed. And as for the completed Blaze Gem inscriptions, I'll be handling them, which, whew, yeah, yet another hassle to deal with. Anyway, at least her ancient name is fine. Otherwise, we'd have a real mess on our hands. Oh, and speaking of ancient names, I actually have some good news. The memories that were absorbed by the Blaze Gem inscriptions can be restored to their owners. Now, once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the memories will return to their respective owners.
So everyone's memories of Nechka will come back?
Yeah, that's right. Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, in her attempt to get Nechka to come back, Auntie made the entire tribe forget about her. Now, Nechka really is gone, but everyone is about to remember her. Phew, what a bizarre turn of events.
How's Nebecha doing?
She's resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe and told them about my plan to conduct an official investigation into her history. The tribe hasn't responded yet, so I'm planning to take her in for now and teach her some crafting skills. But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest and sleep. After all, she's got a busy future ahead of her.
Gosh. Yeah, no, that's about all I got to say about that. Just gosh. Inside. So, okay. This is so abstract. I'm like, what do you want from me?
Failure is just a step on the path to glory.
From the speaker's chamber. Never treasure compass. Anywho, only three out of 6 of them were even, existing. Yeah, switch teams. Just for arbitrary reasons. Purely arbitrary. Alrighty, Rue. So, the only other thing... I say the only other thing. I'm using that phrase lightly. The only other thing I was planning on doing... Where is it? I'm like, did I scroll past it? No. Yes. No. Somewhere here. I'm here. Here. Yes, here. Okay, I'm just... An obsidian ring with engraved patterns styled like those of the people of the Children of Echoes, Sickens of the Canopy, and People of the Springs. It's an ancient medium by which the tribe established contact with the deep night. Perhaps its strength can allow you to cross the boundary between this place and a certain other location. I know, like, solid no with a capital K. I know 2 of those locations. By pure chance and happenstance, one of them is right here. And so by logic of where they are, I can guess the location of the third one. So, why not open these with company? Ooh. Mountain Ranger's marker. Hold on. Artifacts. Artifacts. Hold on. I want to mark all of... I want to make sure that none of the artifacts are marked as new. Mostly because these seem so important. You know? Ah, yes. I've been artifact grinding for one specific artifact. You know that feeling when it's just like, the feeling. You know the frustration of when you're like artifact grinding for a specific artifact and it's like you keep getting artifacts of the wrong kind. Yeah, that's basically what's been happening. It's like I keep getting artifacts, but they're not the ones I want. Well, the one I want, it's not the one I need. I need a specific flower one. And it's just like I'm getting everything else. And it's like when I finally do get every so often I'll have things that are locked. And it's like, they're for a memory's sake. So there's a satisfying elixir. Wandering Scholar's Claw Cup, Mountain Ranger's Marker, Beast Tamer's Talisman, Demon Warrior's Feather Mask, Mystic Gold Dial, Root Spirit Marrow, Pre-Banquet of Corridors, Crown of the Saints, Myths of the Night Realm, Reckoning of the Xenologic. Anywho, in that very abstract way, these ones feel special. So they, for no particular reason, get locked. Really, there's only 2 reasons that I lock them. One, they have some type of, you know, reason. Like this room feels like an accomplishment for getting them. So I don't want to just, you know, eventually accidentally squish them into whatever. Anywho, next one that I know of is Sickens of the Canopy. The only one I don't quite know are the People of the Springs. Also, I'm looking for where... Would it be down here? I'm also looking for something very specific that's related to an achievement in Sickens of the Canopy. And it's so very specific that if I hadn't gotten an achievement for him with the People of the Springs and the Children of Echoes, I wouldn't even think anything of it. Huh. Oh. Well.
Wow. Suddenly, I don't feel so tired.
So, batch. No, dude. Oh. Actually. I was like, hold on. I was like, did I see something? Yes, I did. I saw something. Mother bucker. What the hell was that all about? So stupid. Oh, now you're grabbing onto possible things. Anywho. Oh, I can cook. Well, not particularly right now. Now, basically, what I'm looking for is people dancing. And it's like, if you know, you know. Are you? Oh. I'm like, I don't think this was always here. Anywho, yep, here it is. Flying elixir. Mystic gold dial. Beast Tamer's talisman. Even warrior's feather mask. Mountain ranger's marker. Wandering scholar's claw cup. Pre-banquet of the contenders. Root of the spirit marrow. Myths of the night realm. Reckoning of the Xenogenic. Crown of the saints. And before I forget, I'm gonna lock these down. Like 100%, I'll have no problem like using them. I mean, I'm getting pretty crummy rolls. would be nice if they were guaranteed 4 substats, but no. I mean, like, this one is half decent. It's just like nothing otherwise. Oh my god, I was like, what? I was like, did I get some of these? No, that was from those 2 chests that I collected. Scroll down from here for a reason. Alright, I was gonna say the elixirs, but those are gold. Is that the bottom of the gold? No. Satisfying elixir. Why is it over here? That is a genuine question. Anywho, the last one, the Absur Obsidian Ring. Alright, now let's see. For the people of the springs, I wonder if it's like, where exactly would it be? It's like, here's the Sickens of the Canopy, and then the Children of Echoes was like right over here. So it's like within their borders. But People of the Springs is just so spread out. Like, is it from like this path and it's somewhere over here? Is it like more over on this side? Is it over here? Is it on this island? Was something on this island? I haven't got a clue. Alright, so first... Okay, so it won't be in the city. And that's... So it is very easy to get random artifact bits. I mean, it was gray, but still, you know what I mean. They just appear out of nowhere.
Travel information here. Inquiries
Hello, stranger. I don't... Yeah, no, it's not in here. I only know that entirely because of this hook, which you're like, there's no fishing spot there. If you've played this game, you'll know that there's no fishing spot there. I put that hook there for like one of those fights, if you know, you know. And it's just like, I put the hook there for fights that I've completed because there's no like little check mark. I love that the nesting spots have just sort of like little wooden carvings of baby ones of these things. Baby of the creatures. Honestly, this down here would have been a wonderful place.
guiding stars.
I mean, I guess it could be. And then that's where we waited there. Because I feel like I ran around. For some reason, I thought he didn't have legs. Also, what I'm talking about when I say music is like this. Unless they're like only here during the night. You have this. Maybe it's in this building? Like, I'm trying to think. And it's just the where. Maybe it is over here, and I've just been stupid. No. It's not impossible, you say. Yeah, well. Boo-hoo for me. I don't know what I'm looking for. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I don't know where I'm looking. Beyond. Around? Oh, I'm like over here. No, these are just. The fact that I can't push that around is criminal. Oh, like, hold on. All right. Yes, here we go. Right here. People of the Springs. I knew it had to be somewhere near the name. Second of the Canopy was like right over here. Children of Echoes was like right here. Offering to the night. Mystic's Gold Dial. Demon Warrior's Feather Mask. Wandering Scholar's Claw Cup. Mountain Ranger's Marker. Beast Tamer's Talisman. Root of the Spirit Marrow. Reckoning of the Xenomint. Free Banquet of the Contenders. Crown of the Saints. Myth of the Night Realm. That was making my head hurt. I was like, I know I can find this. It's like I had found the other two by accident. I was going to find that one on purpose. I got bits of each set, right? Flower, feather, clock. Yeah, sands of eon. Cup, headgear. Flower, feather, sand, clock, cup. Freaking weird cup. Clock cup. Headgear. Cool. Anywho, so I showed you those people dancing. Like, if you're wondering what achievement I'm talking about, like, hold on, I'll show you again, because it's really easy. Like, basically just stand here and listen to them jam for a while. That's the gist of it. And then the people of the children of echoes, excusez-moi, pardon-moi. The children of echoes are like even easier than that. Like they're just sort of under a building, but these folk are just like they're just like throwing a dance party. Also, what achievements did we achieve? Oh, like all the seals on the secret space of the tribes in the following outline. Cool. So then there's probably going to be more for the next 3 areas. 13 out of 20. So 7 more chests and I can get this completed. Neat. The Tablet of Tona. I have no idea what that is. The Tablet of Tona. And then the Statue of the Seven, which I physically cannot do. Nope, that's the Pilgrim's Chronicle. What is the Tablet of Tona? I was like, well, actually, before I forget, there was that one quest. And it's up here. Yeah, it's over here. Oh, right, this camera. Look, Zorwing, there's a camera here and some props too. Do you think it's a film set? But the houses are so tiny, they make you look like a giant. Puny humans. This would make a great house for you, Pi. Seriously, what are you on about? There's no way Paimon can live in such a small house. She couldn't even stretch her arms and legs out. Suddenly, yet utterly seamlessly, a Natlan local... Natman local joins the conversation. Hello, are you guys interested in a film like you do? If so, I see you join force with me and technically to bring this burgeoning new trend to the lands of Natlan, but we might sweep all before it. How come you're all so hyped up all of a sudden, Helium? You wouldn't think you're a film buff yourself, chiming in like that. You have a keen eye, little one. In truth, everything you see here was set up with the sole intention of making a certain little telepiosaur the next big star. Great pity that my friend took the little fellow away. We had an almighty spat over our creative differences, after which he stormed off with my most important actor. Now they're gone. I should never have mixed friends in business. The project failed and I lost my friend too. In other words, I'm doubly defeated. That's all water under the bridge for now. That's all water under the bridge, and for now. What stands before me is another little tepliosaur, starry-eyed and eager for stardom. With such enthusiasm, what could go wrong? We should make the next big hit. So what do you say? If you can help me complete this timeless, groundbreaking work of mine, I'll be sure to reward you handsomely. Well, seeing as Helio likes the idea, and 10% sounds like some kind of scam. We can help, but we still don't know what this film of yours is even about. Well, here's what I got so far. A sudden flash of dazzling white light heralds the arrival of an uninvited guest to the tribal settlement. Perfectly round, but for a single spike. Crackle, bzit. It stops for a moment on the grass. A scorching smell begins to waft up in the air. Eek! An emissary of Zubalaba. The tribesfolk look terrified when they see it. Bang! Crackles! Bzzzt! A foul abomination with no teeth. It's coming our way. It will surely devour us all. Just as the wicked villain is about to break through the travel's defenses, boom, boom! Our savior with the red tail scarf appears, seemingly out of nowhere. Where did it come from? The tribesfolk gasp, marveling at its sturdy claws, stronger than obsidian itself, incapable of carving through rock of any kind, but faced with such a slippery, shameless foe. Surely, even for Helio, this is a fight that cannot be... cries our savior, in more of a piercing shriek than an angry roar, and the evil, toothless monstrosity begins to pulsate. A raging blaze lights up the sky, followed by a thunderous rumbling. Then waves of heat begin to flow forth, hotter than even liquid lotion. Immersed in such heat that the toothless fiend is vanquished. Hot, 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 cry the townsfolk, who have narrowly escaped disaster as the aftershock surges through their ranks. But when they look up, they discover their savior with the red tail scarf vanished without a trace. And suddenly and inexplicably, as it first arrived... Oh, what do you think? It's amazing. It's exactly what everybody see. Hard. I knew it. I knew this kind of thing would appeal to someone. Paimon doesn't really get it, but as long as he likes it, that's all that really matters, right? So what exactly do you have to do? It's very simple. First of all, you need to set the performance off, place a wooden barrel and the elemental bait somewhere suitable. The wooden barrel is your secret weapon, so you'll do well to place it in the middle of the scene. As long as it doesn't block the main character or the buildings, it would be best if the elemental bait were somewhere where the antagonist enters from. In other words, near the side. Once the actors are all here, it's time to get moving. Helio, our savior with the red tail scarf, makes her entrance. And Paul calls for it. The two of you must guide the antagonist toward the wooden barrels. Then tram with equal haste. Once you've reached a safe position, simply smash the wooden barrel, and that's it. Job done. Can't wait to see the film when it's finished. Oh, the bait. Oh, I wasn't sure which one I was placing. I'm sorry, I just hard forward myself by walking around as a Telemosaurus. That broke my brain. When the actors are in position, the two must guide the antagonist towards the wooden barrel. Planned and scramble equal haste. Why the attempt suddenly? Why's the attempt suddenly feeling unestablished? Nobody ran it by us. Shh, quiet, we're about to start shooting. No evil can be forgiven. Rest in peace, my friends. Oh, the agony, seeing the fallen brothers of our tribe. How can one not be moved to tears? Now it's not time for tears. Today I shall face the all-scorching I shall face the scorching emissary, and come what may, I shall have my revenge. You can see by... A ferocious, toothless beast whose demeanor is as cool and composed as the lavender melon. That legendary fruit from far. Oh my god. This dude's a little kid, and it's hilarious. Oh my gosh, what sort of face was it? Ask a vicious, such merciless cruelty that even gulping down with it. I'm your emotionally great indeed. And with that, giant beast with the red tails unleashed a mighty, meaty fireball and honed through countless hours of practice. Finally, the next barrel and smash it to smithereens. Each smash barrel is going to make anyone buy this whole mighty, meaty Fireball business. Sounds kind of weird, but if you say so, we'll give it a try. Steady on, no need to rush. To tell you the truth, I was just a teeny bit worried for the little one now. I was just a teeny bit worried for the little one just now. And the effect visual as possible, so I might have gone a bit overboard on the explosive. Nearly blew the whole settlement sky high. In any case, with this experience to go on, I know how to do things better next time. Thank you for your help. Now, how about we take a look at how it turned out? All of your surprise, need to save your tail scarf. No, that you doesn't seem to be in the final cut. Only close-ups of constantly changing expressions. I'm the star of the show. Congratulations. I've used a camera before. Well, it's true that this is the first time I've ever officially used a camera, but surely I didn't get it the wrong way around. Except for you to say, what all the hard work we just put in. And Helio was so looking forward to seeing it. I'm sorry, it's all my fault. Right, how about this? Just think of the previous events as a rehearsal. We'll do it again. This time it'll be a real deal. I'll do my absolute best and everything possible to shoot the best film I can possibly shoot. Sounds like you're eager to give us another shot, huh, Helio? Let's do it then. Hope nothing goes wrong this time. Follow the same process before and finally get this out in front. Incredible, absolute perfection. That's completely and utterly exceeded my expectations. Complete, utter, absolute, a piece of cake. Aside from the payment we get upon, I'll also give you this picture to keep as a souvenir. I must say, this really has turned out to be my magnum opus. Of course, I couldn't have done it without your help. Oh my god, I love it. I love it.
Whoa, you look so imposing, Helio. Not bad at all.
Looks like Helio's happy with how it turned out to you. Well, all well that ends well, as they say. Mighty... Why are you calling it Mighty Meaty Fireball? No, don't call it that. Wild, robust photo frame. Capturing the formidable figure of the little creature in the film, the image of Mighty Meaty Fireball is the manifestation of a fire protects a rage burning within the protagonist's heart. This time, it's this time it's time your rewards. Shall be great indeed. Such is the record of this theme. Who knows? Perhaps a friend of mine might never change your heart once he sees this. Well, that was sure fun. I couldn't help myself.
Alright, let's finish this fast. Alright, let's...
Alright, let me rack my brain to see if there was anything else. Right, no. I remember what I was going to do. I was going to go back to see... Because there's gotta be... like, some sort of people that are, like, dancing around the sickons of the canopy. That's why I like immediately went under here, because I was like, oh, surely if people are, maybe it's a time thing. If not in the early morn, then perhaps in the evening. I wish he could talk to more of the critters. Yeah.
The goal is
But you can't only use your arms just because your legs are a bit uncoordinated. How can you use extra pressure? Focus on your arms next to all towards attracting that winner. Kind of like this, you'll get used to it. See, guess I'll take your word for it. Actually, looking at it, this looks like it would be the hardest one.
Don't get greedy. The goal of rock climbing isn't to climb faster.
I mean, really? What the hell was that sound? My one's looking at me like, yes, hello? You know? Oh, for Christ's sake. Hello, forest chicken. Dude looked at me like, what the hell did you just call me? A surprise visitor here. Impressive, yeah, indeed, but now it's time for you to leave. This is where we keep our watch. It's not a good spot for sightseeing or small talk. Ah. These two don't talk. She doesn't want to. And I'm just like so genuinely at a loss.
Emotional support is important.
Is no one here just like musically inclined? The closest we have to anyone dancing is that guy. Gotcha. Okay, make friends with the wire, the fire, the cat, or fluffy quest, or then their fluffy quest resource. Yeah. Haven't made any friends yet? It's not that easy. They come across them in the flower and we're in the meadow field, but that was hardly time for chit chat. The Squasiosaurus flew so high, the flower for the can had. If the flower for the clan had done such a good job seeing people left, right, and center, there might have been even more casualties. And to be able to fight alongside them, not with my abilities. At least, perhaps, the most experienced hunters could jump as high as they can. But with the great abilities come greater risks too. So I haven't heard any news of Sinchi since the war ended.
Touching a Kukusaur sure isn't easy.
Sorry, dude, I bumped into you. Huh. Anywho, it's in World Wonders. Yes, watch the drill bit dance at the Children of Echoes. Oh. Does it have to be in the name? Oh, God. Me too. Oh, no. You would at the very least think that Dance would be somewhere down here. How is this sorted? Names collide. Complete bedtime story. Masquerade of the Guilty. And I'm just like, okay, but that's not the most... Yeah, because now we're getting into 23, 22... 92... Still 22... Oh, now we're into 21. And then here's 24 again. I hate the way this is sorted. Like, why do you not just have the most recent up top and the oldest at the bottom? Like 24, 21, 22, 22, 24. What? How is it organized? Also, I have 1,000.
Touching a Kukusora sure isn't easy.
Huh? Oh, I was like, what? I was like, I thought I did it. I did. Let's just do this real quick. Let's my brain. I can just go there on my own. Running around as one of these boogers is just the most delightful experience. Pretty much the only piece of advice that I would have to give is just remember that the second tongue flick is what absorbs stamina. So you can like launch yourself, but then if you launch yourself, that's when it's phylogen. Oh, also don't do what I just did there. You'll take damage. Admittedly, not very much. These things are incredibly sturdy. That is not a... Oh, hello, Mint. Hello, you little booger. Oh, hold on a second. Alright. And everything should be good again. Cool. Oh, cats. You both can't. Mint and Oreo are here being the buggiest of boos. I wish they could do the tongue jump for like 3 times instead of just 2. Just that would be so much more convenient. Also, what am I looking for exactly? No, it was this. Ask Oregon some questions. Hey, Oregon, so I see you remember the crafting bench in it. Just wanted to hear what you have to say about that. Seriously, you're slow enough about that? What's the point? Don't you worry, I got my ways. So you're relying on outsiders to interfere? Hold on. Testing, testing. There we go. Alright. And here I see it isn't in its natural habitat. Staying in cause so the foe need not. Sorry, I know we're not making the best account of ourselves. Outsider you are, and outsider you remain, however. Pass my training, prove yourself worthy of my trust, and ask again after that, and you'll get your answers. You get testimonies, how this turns to tested strength. Sorry, can't help you there. The Hawkins have a traditional prize strength above all else. Better to just take a challenge rather than waste your breath. Have faith in your abilities. Okay then. Done thinking it over. Ready to set my challenge? Bring it on. Destroy. Am I supposed to? I mean, did it go over this way? Okay. Okay, so I was just supposed to stay in the area. Saying something like, hey, don't go too high would have been, you know, nice.
Wow. Suddenly.
I'm like, did you stick your head in my water cup? You booger. You little snot bubble. How's that strong enough for you? A diamond in the rough and a diamond nonetheless. What do you want to know? As agreed, Oregon tells you it's pretty steel, sparing no detail. Hampton turns smooth sleeping. Ah, but used to taking all this testimony, it's a waste of time. He is no warrior, he gives up for battle. They'll give it my all, regardless of what you say. Suit yourself then. Let's go find Pompa next. Not far from here. Pompa, we're here about. No, I've been waiting. Heard y'all just fine. Reckon I'd be next. Just didn't expect to sit through one of Oregon's old grumbler lectures first. Nice, it saves us the trouble of explaining. You can start any time, we'll write it all down. Oh, no need to be hasty. Pass my training, prove yourself worthy of trust. Ask again after that, you'll get your answers. This again? Why? Don't you think you learn a lot by watching others overcome obstacles? And if you don't think so, I sure do. As such, I too would like a chance to learn from you. In return for my testimony, can't let Oregon monopolize all the fun like that, now can we? Is that how it works? Of course, why wouldn't it be? And if you're willing, let's start now. The sooner the better. Figured there had to be some quest. Okay. Did I miss some on the way up? Oreo. Booger. Hello, Mint. Hello. Oh. Amazing. Simply amazing. Now that... Oh, yeah. Did you get all that? There'll be a test for later. Wait, are you really going to try to teach them? Or to collect testimonies, you know? Of course you can. I'm a man of my word and I'll tell you all I know. pomp of that, but we describes or recounts a mishap encounter before, which Hempic records in a more conscientious form. You can give your testament if it's one solid step closer to reclaiming the honor that is rightfully ours. Really? You sure did a great job telling a story, or how useful it will be. Hey, now that's where you're mistaken, Limitless. Form is about decorum, and decorum is crucial, you hear? Crucial. In case you've never heard, stay a while and listen. Can we just go now? It's time we went to find Aaliyah. She should be with the people of the Springs at this time, but before that... What's with all the mystery? Well, this friend is special. Sorry for the wait to respond, and about that thing we agreed on earlier. Well, I'm here now, aren't I? Sure was a pain in the neck to squirrel these things out under the noises of my faction mates, though. Cats! Oh my god. You just... Oh my god, cats. Hello, little baby. Yes, you're a precious little baby. Oreo. I'll move this out of the way. He likes watching. Oreo's watching my screen on this screen. As long as he's careful about which screen he's... in the future too. Oh, come on. That's for everyone's benefit, isn't it? Indeed, you're a good fellow, worthy of respect. Until you showed up. Yes, indeed it is. You're a good fellow, worthy of respect. Until you showed up, I'd never have thought that a locust would go against their own faction's interests. To be honest, it breaks my heart to know that some of us as Sanchez compatible needs, and yet, as a locust, it'd be difficult for me to change the status quo. So some external help is quite welcome indeed. Wait, so you're helping the Hawkings on the Slytherin? Wouldn't that make you a traitor? Ah, why put it in such harsh terms? Are our goals not aligned to expose evildoers and see them punished? Well then, the honor grows late, so I'll be taking my leave. If you need anything else, just contact me. Good luck to you. So what he gave you was intel on the locust. Of course, it'll be Brutus or testimony all the more. Honestly, I'm glad to know that reasonable people like Tozen still exist in that swarm of locusts. Alright, let's keep gathering evidence. Can't let this goodwill go to waste. We'll find Alina over at the People of the Springs. Wrong button. I mean, I could, but I'm more in a teleport mood than a slowly work your way over 'em kind of mood. Huh? And you lastly, would you consider the matter I wrote to you about? Stickier than a tick you are. Chasing me all the way here. Well, what's in it for me? I mean, you are a member of the Hawkings. I was. I may be a good swimmer, but that doesn't mean I'll stay on board your sinking ship. Couldn't you at least provide some testimony? And drop myself in a pot of trouble you're brewing? This feels like a waste of time. We should probably just go back and look for Sumac. Oh, well, and who are these two little cuties? Help you hired, Ampic? You could say that. Good, I've changed my mind. Youngsters with potential are my jam. How about this, young lass? If you pass my test, I'll consider giving you a statement after all. Color me shocked and surprised. A test. Guess they really are part of the same faction, huh? Very good. Shall we begin? Bring it on. You're quite the budding talent for sure. You know what? Forget Hamburg. Why don't you join up with me instead, lass? Sounds good. Let's talk terms and conversation. Hey! Let's get back on topic, shall we? You're here to get her testimony, you know. That's how it is. How is it? That's how it is? Shame. But I did agree, so... I guess the lesbian energy is strong with this one. Anil lazily relates her unpleasant encounter, while Hempik pins it down faithfully in its entirety. That should be all our testimony squared away. Are you really not coming back, Anil? Should we succeed this time? You can invite me after the fact. You should know how I can't stand men who are clingy despite being total failures. Or do you? Of course, you kids are a different story. My door is always open to you. And if you'd rather take this to a hot spring... well, busy right now, bye! Paimon. Paimon, why would you do such a thing? Gathered all the testimony cat. I have a cat that just keeps walking around. It's just finally shouldn't go back to save and look for Sumac. Alright. I'm a critter. Let's just talk to critters like sour sauce kipper again. What's wrong with sours? Oh, kipper. Nothing real, it's fine, but no matter how good it is, you can't keep eating the same thing day after day, can you? On the other hand, roll's been good lately. Are you sure it's he? Cat, you almost... Oh my gosh, Mint almost fell off my desk. Anywho, we're back soon. Sorry to keep you waiting. Hi there. You're gone pretty long time, to be honest. Did the testimony gathering not go so well? Well, the Hawkings have some really wordy rules. We had to pass tests before they talked to us. The reason they were gave were all over the place. We got If you got certificate for every test we passed, I would totally be a master already. Yeah, we definitely do for a title upgrade. I see. Shame I wasn't there to see everything go down then. Bet I'd have become a skilled fighter in my own right by now. You're passionate about martial training, aren't you? Still, Paimon's not sure the Hawking's methods would be for you. Speaking of which, Hamburg, it seems like you aren't exactly everyone's favorite fellow. Weren't you all companions once? Huh? Did something happen? Well, they're kind of detached, like they don't care about what you're doing, or maybe they don't approve. It's so strange. Isn't exposing wrongdoings and punishing perpetrators the right thing to do? So why would they act like that? Afraid the Hawkings being scattered like so many grains of sand is a disgrace I must bear the responsibility for as one of its members. Still, I hope that this is our chance to reunite. I'll do anything to regain our honor. I mean, they don't say that the truth oft winds up in the custody of the few. Won't throw in the towel just because I'm in the minority. Heard that one before. Would just be in the minority because you're mistaken, you know? Well, the truth will be revealed soon, won't it? The Suga's chamber will judge based on the evidence both parties provide. So please, I'd like to ask you to be present as witness. Just move out. Maybe I just hadn't. Someone was vacuuming. Someone is vacuuming. So couldn't you just get Sumac to exist, or do you need to be there for? No, all of your testimonies actually answer. Don't worry, I won't ask you to act against your convictions and involve you in anything unjust. Just tell the truth. That'll do. Oh, blender. That's a blender sound. Well, you did help me when I was injured earlier, Mr. Hempik, so I owe you that much. Is that really necessary? Oh well, I might as well get to the bottom of this. Thank you all in that case. Let's meet outside the training ground in 2 days. Anywho, so the long and short of this is there's a mysterious honestly I thought it was in this vicinity. Is it around the corner? I think it's around the corner, actually. Is it? It was here. It was here. It used to be here. It's in here no longer. There's also a box that I googled. Anywho, basically, these really weird crafting bench existed in this area, and like, it wouldn't have been much of a problem. Like, yeah, tomorrow. It wouldn't have been such a problem if, you know, people didn't get hurt. Like, once people get hurt, that's when things start to become a problem. And like, sure, she wasn't like terribly words. She wasn't like hurt beyond repair, but or beyond healing and whatnot. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. That was one of the changes after what happened yesterday. Because yesterday was certainly, hold on. Also, Euchimosaurs have little toe veins. Oh. It's quite a crowd. Paimon's getting a bit nervous. Hey there, Zorwing. Paimon. It's Ma. There you are. How you feeling? Great, thanks to you, actually. I ended up going to the other crafting benches to try that potion. Wow, you've got guts. And it seems like the formula's fine. So yeah, told you I got a good eye. The problem must have been with the crafting bench then. Oh look, it should be starting soon. See the person in the middle? That's Mr. Tahuna, the judge sent by the speaker's chamber. People facing me should be the Locust members. Only 2 of them? That's fewer people than we have. Huh, he looks familiar. Oh right, so he really was a Locust. But wait, why is he standing on that side? It's about time, so let us get started. I'm sure that all present were aware of the dispute, so I shall cut to the chase. State your case, Impic. My thanks for the chance to speak. Everyone knows the Locusts have replaced us Hawkins for some time now, yet the grudges will not simply vanish. I'm sure it also goes to saying that we're still capable competitors. If we emerge victorious in another tournament, we would reclaim the glory that was once ours. It just so happens that on the eve of our event, our various contestants met with mishap after mishap, and each victim shared something in common. Their accident happened after using a Locust-managed crafting bench. Don't imagine it's a stretch to conclude that the Locusts were the sole beneficiaries of the resultant injuries. As such, we can see that they both had the motive and ability to put such a plan into practice. Just 1 minute there, bro. I'm gonna ask you to slow down your roll. Motives and capabilities are one thing, but doing it is a whole different ballgame. Also, let's be real, you're not the only ones who've beef with us. You know how it is when you've got 99 problems. What's a couple more? You think we've got the time to go around exacting revenge one by one, and besides, I haven't heard of too many people getting injured after using crafting benches lately. You sure it's not just your presumption complex acting up? There haven't been many cases lately, but they happened, didn't they? And the fact that such targeted attacks stopped happening just as I started investigating is quite unnatural, don't you think? Moreover, there was a recent victim, someone completely uninvolved in this conflict, in fact. Sumac, that young lady over there, suddenly felt unwell after ingesting a potion crafted using one of your crafting benches just a few days ago. She had to be carried back to the stadium for treatment. The Outlander travelers Azorwin and Paimon can collaborate her testimony, and the 2 of them were also present when I collected testimonies from the hawking victims. Mr. Hembeck speaks the truth. I did verify the formula was suitable afterwards. I can only conclude that the crafting bench itself was faulty somehow. Yeah, and speaking of what happened that day, we didn't use the crafting bench in the first place because it seemed weird. Here are also victims of testimony. A good judge that I gathered together with Azorian and Paimon. If you would, you two? Talking victim testimony to me once you're ready. This way seems like that. It's short on criticisms of the Hawking. No, it's not short on criticisms of the Hawkins either. We've had testimony, many exaggerations and redundancies, and the information to make this one much harder to produce. Reporting testimony, clearly listed information, and the time crafting benches views on the victim's condition. Well, it certainly appears that this is no groundless accusation at all. Any objections, Ikurzun? Alright, so let's just say the crafting bench responsible for his malfunction. That amounts to, what, negligent management? It's not like we're hogging all the glory for ages like the Hawkings, so we're a bit lacking in experience. Some mistakes are bound to happen. Gotta give us newbies a chance, right? As for our forerunners, we've got nothing but respect for them, but accusing us of sabotaging them? Now that's just too much. How about this? We'll actively discuss compensation with those who suffered losses due to our oversight. Will that do? Don't think I'm blind to the straw man you're propping up. You clearly deliberately target us Hopkins. There's no way this was unintentional or the result of some kind of negligence. And do you have proof of malicious intent? Don't think you can get that from victim testimonies. Of course I do. In fact, I got intel from within your little gang. See, the Loach Pros on this invoice, the timing of the Lotus mass purchase of them coincides exactly with that of the Hawking's mishaps. Now we all know that Loach Pearls are not materials that need to be stockpiled in large amounts, and similar substances were found in the potions embedded in by the victims. Where did you get that invoice? From a member of your corrupt organization, whose conscience hasn't yet breathed its last, of course. Judging by his reaction, that sure hit him where it hurts. For safety reasons, I will not disclose this stout-hearted person's name, but I guarantee Azorian and Paimon were there when I received the invoice and they can collaborate with the event. We were indeed. Yeah, they even said it broke their heart to witness such contemptible conduct by other Lucases. Oh, really? And here I thought we were famous for being earnest dullards. Didn't know we had someone that eloquent on staff. I'd really like to meet him. She's like, good God, no. I don't know, just the look on his face just says, oh, hold on. Testing, there we go. Anyway, let's just assume the list in your hand is genuine. So what? It's circumstantial evidence. Your accusation remains mere speculation. This invoice could just well point to some rottenest traitors Lucas using our operating funds to buy Loach Bros so they can build an artificial hot spring in their backyard. Wouldn't that be a terrible disgrace for us? Don't worry, I promise we'll investigate thoroughly and give a full accounting to everyone. How's that? How unsightly, and really just going to deny everything to the bitter end? More like your evidence just doesn't cut it. How about this then? This picture clearly shows someone tampering with the crafting bench, with a chest full of Loach pearls next to them. Well, someone's certainly doing something. That person looks familiar. Isn't that you, Smoke? Ah, so it is. What a coincidence. Need some important figure to be under surveillance like that? Huh. Would someone as ordinary as me really need monitoring? Didn't expect such a move from you, to be sure, but please, everyone, think for a second. Is this stuff actually proving his claims, or is it simply more of the same old circumstantial evidence? Nope. Hold on. Alright, and I'm back. Alright, even if the picture could be something happened to the bench, can you prove that person to be a locust? And if I said that the picture was given to me by a locust, just like that invoice? Well then, would you as Zorwing and Pylon be able to vouch for that? I don't remember that happening. It's the first time we're seeing this picture, and judging by your reaction, Sumik, this is your first time as well, right? Nope, never sorry, Miss Amick. We can't give a false testimony. So does this stout-hearted person you speak of truly exist? Or did you conspire with those fellows over there to invent this story out of whole cloth? Reunite a lot, we locusts. It's not how we overcame you scattered Hawkings. I find it difficult to imagine that we'd have a turncoat among us. We'd take on almost any request, but we've got principles too. We wouldn't lie at a time like this, right, Azora? Though it does seem that the locusts are not above suspicion, this is not enough to make a final judgment. If your stout-hearted special friend could testify in person, Hempik, that would make things much simpler, but you claim that there's no such person, yes, indeed? Absolutely. There's no way a traitor exists amongst our ranks. Well, since this has reached an impasse, there's no point in continuing. Unless you have something to add, Hempik, let's call it for today. Still, before we adjourn, please submit the evidence you just presented. With the purchase invoice. Just submit the invoice ready. These items only the reason for and quantity of the Loach Pro purchase seems out of place. And the missing keys were in the purse all along. Anywho, let's continue. Epic. We can still, Mr. Turin. I'd like to identify the locust member who provided me with the intel. Yeah? Wait a minute, that's not a good idea, is it? Before that, I hope that the speaker's chamber can extend protection to the person I'm going to identify. That will be no problem, yes? We can consider it. This crafting bench affair is neither big nor small, but the speaker's chamber nonetheless hopes for a straightforward end to the dispute. If both sides agree to it, I can assure you that we will not allow any acts of retaliation from the locusts. Of course he'd agree. He said it himself that our goals were aligned, to expose evildoers and see them punished. In fact, I believe they came here today precisely because he agrees. Isn't that right, Dozen? You hear that? He named you the traitor. Well, that's trouble. I've got no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Hempik. I know you're in a hurry, but to find some way out, but you've got the wrong guy. What's wrong with you? Didn't you give me the crafting bench picture yourself? That facility is managed by the Locust, so only you could have taken that photo. That's just the thing. I checked the photo and the crafting bench. It isn't one under our management. Pylon's getting lost already. We first met Sumik at the Stadium of the Sacred Flame, didn't we? Bench must have been the one there, right? Exactly, I remember it clearly. That was my first time at the stadium, and I was happy to make good friends, only to meet misfortune not long after. So, can we take that to mean the crafting bench was a fake, then? Fake crafting bench? How can that be? Well, if people can fabricate evidence, is a fake crafting bench that unbelievable? You know, other than the question of motive. I mean, it's not like someone would pour effort into a fake crafting bench with which to frame a Lotus, not caring if they injured an inner passerby in the course of fabricating their evidence, before attempting to use scummy tricks to try and create internal strife between us. But what about the invoices? Oring and Pylon were both here when you handed it to the tournament. Handed it to me on the tournament's rest day. They can vouch for me. I'm about to turn it up to you first. Let's just tell the truth. We did indeed see him. Wait, you mean when the other... Wait, you mean when the day we had no tournament on? Well, that's weird, because, dear Judge Tinu, I clearly recall we were soaking in a hot spring on the People's Springs turf that very same day. What? But we saw him, and so close to this place, too. Hey, now that's crazy talk. If we ever heard it, how can one person be in two places at once? But if I had to take a guess based on a certain someone's nature, then the one you saw might have been a fake. I mean, with the crafting bench a fake and the witness a bust, are we sure that we can trust the invoice? Are we sure it's not all nonsense? I'm sure everyone here can figure it out. This is all a frame-up. A frame-up? That's right. Whether the crafting bench, the injured Sumac, Zorwing, and Paimon, who were roped in as witnesses, you orchestrated all of this yourself, didn't you, Hempik? You know that the scattered Hawkings weren't any match for us. That's why you had to resort to dirty tricks. Shame, though, you're destined to fail the moment you decided to forge evidence. Lies will always be exposed. Now everyone will look upon you, or every word with suspicion. Won't matter what evidence you present. It'll be fake, just like before. That's what everyone won't be able to help but think. There's no credibility left within the Hawkings, and you're the one to blame. Serves you right, thinking that you can indulge your selfish desires under the guise of justice. Nothing to say, then? This has proved more complicated than anticipated. I'm afraid judgment will have to wait for another day. Sorry, Paimon, you were deceived into giving a false testimony, so I shall not press charges against you this time. And many things, but not a preacher. That's right, Paimon's there too. We saw it with our own eyes and even talked to him. It was him for sure. You need to call me the judge liar? Not saying that. You say something, Hepik? Or was the person we met that day the imposter you picked up to the job? Possible. That was a Tozan I knew, and he did give me the crafting bench picture. I've been had. I don't know how he did it, though. And the situation is as he said. I could not explain the most gruesome mystery. And now my every word arouses suspicion. I'm utterly at loss. Hey, chin up, Mr. Hempik. The warriors of Natlan don't throw in the towel that easy. Like I said, I got a good eye for people. I know you're not lying. Inzukin was confident when he spoke and didn't seem like one to purposely lie. But Tozan, now that's an experienced liar. From what just happened just now, everyone's been convinced that Hempik was the architect of it all. Paimon doesn't know who to trust anymore. Now even she's doubting your words. Simic, is this what they call a crisis of conscience? Times like these, a little out-of-the-box thinking is needed. Out of the box? How? It's not Hempik that intended this as a frame-up from the start. Rather, Tozan saw all this coming and struck first. Huh? You mean that suspecting Mr. Hempik's investigation might turn up something for the real and actually hurt the Locust? Tempted and pretended to help only to lure him into making the wrong decision so he could use the case to destroy the Hawking's credibility. That's definitely possible. Hello, this thing's over, a done deal. Seriously, this is getting more ludicrous by the moment. What idiocy are you going to spew next? Going to say we Locusts are the ones that bought out the judge and had him commit perjury? I know you don't doubt your eyes, but neither do I. I doubt Mr. Tuha's lying. There's only one possibility left, which is that you all saw Tozan on the same day, but in different places. But a person can't be in two places at once, can they? Well, just like with the crafting bench where we first met Paimon, there are likely two crafting benches at the stadium then. Two benches? So you mean the real one was still in Jerusalem's spot, and we just encountered a fake then? They say it was fake, but it wasn't much different from the real deal. If it hadn't been tampered with, it would have functioned normally. Exactly, so both crafting benches were genuine. Just like there's no fake Tozen, instead there are two of him. Two Tozen? Oh, Paimon knows where you're going with this. Ah, well, I had known the man myself for so long, I might have seriously considered your hypothesis. Actually, maybe I should give it some thought. I'm afraid this nonsense is not worth wasting your precious time on, sir. Oh, come on, Tozen, I was joking. No need to be so nervous. Anyway, we're done for today. Hampik and Zun, you stay for a bit. I'll need you to come with me to the speaker's chamber. As for the rest of you, you're free to go. I've got other things to do. See you. Tozen leaves in silence. So Tozen got a twin? For a moment there, Paimon thought we'd be able to, Shazam! Turn things around last second. An epic climax. Guess not. Not that we could provide anything more than guesses, though. What we really needed was two Tozens right in front of us. We might actually have a chance like that. Have you heard the story of the foolish thief, Paimon? The foolish thief? Come on, don't keep Paimon in the hooks. Just tell the story. All right, relax. So there was once a foolish thief who stole a gem from someone and hid it in a place only he knew of. The owner of the gem only knew who it was who committed the theft, not where the gem was hidden. But he was a smart man, and so he said to the thief, "Hey, you thief, I know you stole my gem, so I nicked it right back. Don't believe me? Go see for yourself." The owner's smart, so that's gotta be Azoring and Paimon. That makes the thief and the gem. Paimon's got it for sure this time. Come on, Azoring, let's catch up with Tozen. He'll bring us right to this gem hidey hole. You follow Tenzin as he departs to catch up with him near the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. I see him. God, he's so quick. Lost sight of him for a second, and then he's gone. The footprints. More footprints. More footprints. Just following the edge of the river. Tapla, bad news. Oh, seriously, what are you yelling about? Disturbed my beauty sleep, you did. Someone's exposed us. I was able to smooth it over for the time being, but... Wait a minute, we've got two Tozens here. Twins, as I thought. Seriously, bro, did you invite two guests over as well? Are they here to get pranked, or are you pranking me? It's you two. I think you two set up shop right on the noses of everyone who goes into the stadium and didn't get discovered. Is that what they call hiding in plain sight? You two, Oh, here. Something hit Mint's head, and he's just like, huh? Weird, didn't he? He's such a little airhead, poor thing. I already know your secret. Come with us to the spear chamber and let us hear the truth. Well, I have to request that you keep our little secret. Big bro, you're the one who brought this on us, so you're gonna owe me. Sure. What? Keep your secret? We're on the side of truth here. We're not that easy to bribe. Don't get your head of yourself. Who said anything about a bribe? There's only one way you can be sure to keep a secret kept.
Well. Here comes another.
Oh, Peg.
Everyone hold hands. Shazam! The night is cold. We'll see about that. Too late for regrets. Not now. Shazam! I see everything.
This was new.
You locked the two of them in the cages. He's here a small time. I'm honestly more curious. What made you think 2-on-1 would be fair odds? For you, I mean. You little brat. You're not what you see at all. Two fists against 4 is unfair, but you're alone count for 8 at least. Don't be silly. Paimon counts at least 4 fists on your team and 4 on ours. That's fair as fair. You lost square. Alright, you win this round, but what about it? Sure, I pulled a trick or two. That means Hampin's a saint. I saw a dumb stroke you once. Everyone did. Hawking's credibility is completely bust. Nothing you'll do would change that. I've already won. Reveal my secret to chamber all you want. You won't save the Hawkings. Or you. It's not for me to decide. That's right, we're on the side of the truth. Nothing more, nothing less. Judging your dispute is up to the speaker's chamber. It should be fine leaving them here for a bit, right? You gotta hoof it back to the stadium and tell Jinhyo. I mean, unless they are, like, prepared to pick up. Let me out of here, fights again if you dare. You hear me? Here, so you're here to gloat and reveal the humiliation, to revel in the humiliation of a defeated opponent. That's not a hobby I'd flaunt.
Wow.
Hey, don't.
Suddenly, I don't feel so tired.
Oh, I didn't even. I just realized they were yelling. Oh, at least leave us. What? Cat, you gotta move. I just looted like naturally. I just looted naturally because, you know. Good thing you're still here. Well, you see, we followed what's his face and discovered he had a twin. The intangible footage of footage on the locust. Even I've never heard he had a twin brother. Could it be that he and this Tipla have been switching places all this time? And we just didn't notice? It's quite hard to believe, but I doubt you joke about something like this. Oh, you won't be laughing when you get their hiding place. In fact, you'll be shocked. It's definitely much closer than you think. Indeed, this is something I must especially verify. And if that's the case, some old cases will require reinvestigating. And I'll be busy in the coming days, I expect. Whatever the case, thank you both very much. Yeah, don't worry. We just don't like scammers. Speaking of which, Sumak helped a lot this time, didn't she? Indeed, and I will remember it. Once the dust settles, I'm sure that she's rewarded. Now, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have important matters at hand. Please excuse me. Again, thank you. Hope things go well with you. Like, I know that we got to, like, loot their stuff, but still, it feels so unsatisfying. Like, you're telling me that's it? And it's like, I just followed them to their hideout and discovered it, and it was like, haha. Also, I have no idea where I was just before. Like, we're close to the city of Sacred Flame? Is it over here? Was it over here? I don't know. Huh. I do low-key find it hilarious. Like, I got such looter eyes, like, loot brain, that I just 100% did not notice them complaining that I was taking their loot until, like, the very end. And then suddenly it's just like, oh. Guess what? They're saying something, and I'm like, wait, what? Hello? Huh? Hi? Anywho. With that. And yeah, with that, I'll call it a day. Well, this sure was an adventure. A lot of tricksters today. Not all, of course. And which one is it? All right. It's somewhere in here. And here, and we got a wonderful picture of our beloved Helio. Aha! I forgot the name. Mighty Meaty Fireball. I wish you could look at things here. Hello. Unfortunately, you can't. Truly a pity. Instead, I shall share with you this picture. Actually, this one's adorable. Okay, commemorative photo of you, Mulani. That is delightful. For some reason, I thought it was this one. Let's get along with each other, you two. Oh, good memories.
Why do I have to write so many papers? Why?
Anywho, darlings. With that, I'll catch you in, well, next time.